Queen's Park fairy tale run came to an end at the hands of Jimmy T. Lynn's Dandy Dons. Welcome back to Fog Football. It's Aberdeen 4, it's Queen's Park 1. I wish my team won 4-1. They didn't, because they're not in action, but I'm talking about weeks ago when they took on Queen's Park at Ibrox. But anyway, fair play to Aberdeen. I predicted an upset, and they didn't get upset. They're laughing.
The only person upset is you after realising that your club was not in the quarterfinals or semi-finals because you got pumped out in the last 16, but nah. Talking about upset as well, guys. Recently just made redundant there, so if you want to fire in a wee super chat, go for it, man. And I don't know, maybe buy myself a 10p mix up or something. Fucking yeah. Anyway, thoughts. I'll no longer. Fuck me. It must be good if you're jobless and a Livy fan because you don't show up anyway. So it's not like you're paying any money for a ticket. So they won't have that problem come Monday night. But for me, why bet the semi-final? Why bet the final? Probably not now. I don't know. Gonna have to.
Oh, you might be at the semi.
Gonna have to rake through the bins, see if I can find a ticket. Or maybe, I don't know.
Hampden's half empty when your wee club rocks into town, alright?
Maybe I'll sneak in free of charge. Anyway, Aberdeen gave Queen's Park a free of charge arse whooping today, and this is what should happen. See when a team that is mid-table in the Championship takes on a team that is, let's be honest, one of the top 5 in Scotland. This is the kind of thing this is the scoreline that you should be seeing.
Yep.
And this is what we should have seen at Ibrox, if not more convincing.
Oh, yeah. Because I think 4-1, I wouldn't say it necessarily flatters Aberdeen, but it could have been closer.
Yeah, but this is the kind of score, this is what should be happening at home, should be winning this comfortable, minimum of a few goals. If you can maybe concede one, fair enough, but this is what you should be doing. You should be able to put numerous goals past Queen's Park. The fact the Rangers lost 1-0 is still in, but and I'm surprised that never got Clement sacked on the spot, to be honest, looking back.
Yeah, he should have been sacked before he walked down the tunnel, but he wasn't. Jimmy T. Lynn, they pointed out he was 25 points clear, 3-2 up against Hibs, and now he finds himself behind them in the league, which is fucking insane.
Another sackable offence, if you ask me. It's like, it's unacceptable.
No, it is. It really is, but something that was insane was Kevin Nisbet's goal. Perverse corner, Nisbet, flick off the heel, into the roof of the net, 1-0.
Great wee flick for Kevin Nisbet, banging in the goals recently, and he was getting a lot of stick, wasn't he, for his form this season?
He was.
But he has turned it around.
Scotland call-up, question mark? Dykes is injured, Doak is injured.
Shea Adams doing pretty well.
Shankland's been pretty shite all season.
I still think Shankland will be in there. We'd have Shankland in there, Shea Adams in there, maybe Nisbet, who knows, might get a call-up. But great wee flick for Nisbet, near post, and then Daba a minute later, and this, I'm not saying this ended the game, but it did feel like 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes pretty much did take Queen's Park out of it.
Yeah,
They were doing alright, by the way, up until...
Right, 28 minutes into the game, it's dead and buried. And then that pretty much, Graham Shinney, I think it's his 600th appearance, he makes it 3-0. Again, Graham Shinney. What do you make of Graham Shinney? Good servant? Great servant? Should he return to the Scotland setup?
I like Shinney, but Scotland's passed him by.
He's a left back and he's a midfielder.
Yeah,
that is the two positions you're not getting a minute for.
Yeah, it did not help that he has came in this era where we've had our best players at left back and midfield, centre mid in a long, long time.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he just... Here, see if Graham Shinney was a right back, then I have no doubts that he would probably have quite a few caps for Scotland.
Yeah, despite being 33. But that took us into the second half, and then
that did kill the game, by the way, because Queen's Park, after about 10... towards the end of the first half, Queen's Park were beginning to get back into it. Then when you concede that third goal, finished it, killed it.
No, I agree, and 2-0, you score 1. I think, 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. Well, 3-0 certainly ain't, and then 4-0 certainly ain't either. Daba gets his second. This guy didn't look that good when he first signed, but he's banging in the goals recently, isn't he?
He is.
And this made it 4-0. Queen's Park, they huffed and they puffed. Zach Rudden managed to get a goal. And then what happened, of course, they had a few chances after this. Aberdeen then had a flurry at the end, and then they pointed out, Big Morris, he's getting applauded off here. This time last year when they were 3-0 into Motherwell under Neil Warnock, he was getting... I don't know if he said he was getting booed off, but he got hooked after 20 minutes. I don't think that Neil... Yeah, why are Aberdeen such a Polar Football Club. Look at last year, man. You know, they beat Frankfurt, right? Dude did well in Europe despite not progressing, right? And then you look at other things, like they beat Rangers 3-1 at Ibrox last season. Then you look at the short spell under Warnock, awful this season. Literally form on par with Celtic for the first 11 games, and then they lose like 20 or 25 odd points, whatever, to Hibs over like 3 months.
It's very rare that you have that kind of form back to back.
Yeah.
I mean, for Aberdeen to have the best run of form at the club in decades and then follow it straight up with the worst run of form in decades, no one really seen that coming.
No. A drop off, yes,
But, I mean,
but not a cliff.
Aberdeen have had a similar sort of path to Hibernian, only it's been reversed.
Yeah.
Not exactly the same, but there's definitely similarities in there.
But the thing is, though, say it was reversed for Aberdeen, would Thielen have lasted?
Probably not, no.
I think that's the
Because
difference. I think Davy Gray was...
Club legend and
Yep.
first job, I think they were giving him the benefit of the doubt. With Jimmy Thielen coming in, to me, he probably wouldn't have made it. Well, I don't think he wouldn't have made it to January. I don't think they'd have spent all that money in January.
No, absolutely not. He wouldn't have lasted. But here, 2 semi-finals, sitting third in the league. Can't really complain too much.
You could argue...
Well, no, they're not sitting in third, but they're in battle for third.
It's the same thing with Clement. When he came in, he actually, started really well. If he has that run, see, if you reverse that, if he starts his Rangers career the way he ended it, he's never in charge that long.
Probably wouldn't have seen the new year.
Whereas when he actually first came in, he closed the gap, he overtook Celtic, he won a League Cup final.
Yep.
So...
No, but every club... See, even Rangers, right? You don't notice as much because they finished second. But see Rangers, Hibs, Aberdeen and Hearts, they are so inconsistent. There's a reason why Celtic win trophy after trophy, because they're consistent. Consistency goes a long way, and it's the key. But anyway, that is it for the Scottish Cup review here of Aberdeen.
2 of the 4 teams are already there.
And you might get them. You might get Aberdeen. Hearts against Aberdeen. That'll be a decent semi-final. And then obviously the big one tomorrow. I mean, no one really... I think the big thing for the game on Monday is the fact the draw's after it. To be honest, I think that's the only draw about it. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Till next time. Peace.